Okay, there's just a drill. I really got into chapter, but I used to read Sweet Valley High. I might be dating myself. Okay, I'm dating myself. I used to read the Sweet Valley High dramas, and I was really into the series. And so that's what got me into chapter books, and then later on Harry Potter and so forth and so on.
I think my first like big book was like Twilight.
Twilight, okay.
Because it was like 400 pages or something. Crazy.
That was a trend our first year here at Hoffman. All the kids were reading Twilight, which I was a little concerned about because I heard some of the language could have been a little bit too advanced, but.
Yeah, I think it was because of the movies. Like, that's what got me interested in it. Because I was like, oh, I got to read this before the movie comes out.
Okay. Let's jump right back. Let's jump into the classroom feedback for today. Okay. So we will do that through like watching some of the videos, and then we will, I'll give you some like verbal glows and grows as well. Okay. So one of the things I saw you do in today's lesson, because you guys were crafting right there questions and think and search questions. So one of the things I saw you do, some of the things I saw you do really well is like you circulated the entire lesson and you like consistently gave kids in the moment feedback. That's really impactful because kids can really like see that they're going off path and have you right there to guide them back where they need to go, and just kind of be that guideline for them. You provided a model for the write their questions for students to navigate their annotations. And so I think it was really helpful instead of just telling the kids, you know, the write their questions are the 5 W's. I think you said. It was more impactful for them to see you read a paragraph and see you craft your own write their question and have them write it. So if at any point they forgot, they could refer back to that. And you corrected students when you guys shared out at the end. You corrected students who crafted their questions incorrectly. Yeah. Because it was quite a few of them.
I still struggle with the think and search. Like right there, they got it, but like I'm trying to figure out ways to like.
That's why we're gonna watch the video, because that's what I want to talk about, the think and search, which is a deeper part of it. So grows. I would say a grow, and we talked about this, is just like addressing the continuous off-task behaviors. I think sometimes it throws off the pacing because we have to keep asking students to like be quiet or meet an expectation, and we're giving them a lot of chances. And remember that we're in February, and so a lot of those misbehaviors can persist, maybe because we haven't corrected them consistently. And so just going ahead and issuing the consequence instead of having such a long back and forth discussion about it. And then call the whole class back when you observe expectations not being met. For this specifically for the annotating. So once we hopped around to, I would say if more than 3, you have how many kids? 8 in that 10 kids in that class. If I observed more than 3 kids going off path, I would call the whole class back. Okay. What do you think about that?
I agree. I have been doing better with demerits, but I didn't give demerits. Like I didn't do like on the spot demerits today, and like sometimes it's just like I'm trying to give instructions and then I'm trying to give demerits, and then it's like I feel like I have to stop the whole class to like give those demerits, and like so sometimes like I'm hesitant to do that because then like the kids who do need instruction, it's kind of back and forth.
Yeah. I feel like the kids know that about you now, and it's possible that could be taken advantage of. So even if it's just kind of like putting some sticky notes, I know that's something I used to do on the back of my ID badge, and even writing that kid's name down really quick and whatever I'm going to code it as. Or maybe you don't need to write the code, just the kid's name or their initials. That way you can log them at the end of the day. Or on your planning period, you don't have to log them right there. Okay. And that doesn't take away from your instructional time.
I'll try to take
just have a quick conversation with them, like, hey, you earned this demerit. I'm gonna, the expectation is you know, I'm going to come back around. I want to see you meeting this expectation. So I want to take a look at the video. Hopefully they came in order the way I sent them. So let's take a look at the first video. And when you look at the first video,
Okay, hold on. Either they didn't save or they saved somewhere else.
okay,
Because I got them, but I don't see them in my gallery. So we might have to send them again.
okay,
Yeah, I don't know it.
you have them?
Yeah, they came in my messages for some reason.
Okay, I think I compiled them as some sort of file. Okay, you got it? I can help you out if you want.
I'm just like, I see it, but.
Okay. Add them.
Oh, okay.
Select all. Are you on Wi-Fi?
You might want to turn that off.
Okay,
Yeah.
turn. It should be. You might have to have it on. Okay.
That's weird, because usually they just, when I accept
They
things,
just
they
play?
just go to my gallery.
Okay. Let me fix. Let's fix this one.